it's Sunday. You know what that means? It's race day here at the insidersroom.com. We're here with the NASCAR Report. Uh, we got the South Point 400 from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Once again, I'm joined by Wrcape. He's on all the shows. And then once again, Rory Pixa joins us again. How you doing, Rory?
Oh, I'm doing lovely. Ready to kill them again today.
All right, good stuff. Like to hear that. Like to make some money here on NASCAR. Uh, so we'll get right into it. Probably a quick show here with only these two guys, but short but sweet, and it's always good. So we'll get right in here with a little bit of track facts here from Wrcape. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so we are at the South Point 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Obviously, that's in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is race number 33 of 36, 1.5 mile oval. We're going to see steep banking here, multiple racing grooves. Tire wear should be minimal. Pit strategy could play a part in this race. Some teams may opt for the two tires late. Some teams may just get the fuel late. So we'll see what happens in that regard. The last six races at Las Vegas have been won by 6 different drivers. In that span, Chevy leads with 4 victories. Toyota has been dominant on the intermediates this season. This is the first round of the field of 8. Also, a big thing is the spring race. It was chilly in the 60s. Today, the track should be warm. The weather is around 80s, so we should see a slicker track than what we saw in the spring. In March, I think they raced.
All right. Sounds good. Roy, before we get into the picks, you got anything in general you'd like to say about this race?
Yeah, I mean, I had my early questions earlier in the week about the tires, and I think I had my point proven in practice. If anything, I'm hoping it was just them testing out lower tire pressures and different things, trying to see what they can get away with. But who knows? I mean, we've had these issues before in the past on mile and a half. So it's going to be like 80, upper 80s, mid 80s today, a whole lot hotter than the spring. So I would just tread lightly. I don't think this is one that you want to get on too much before the race. I'm going to be watching it live, see what I can find value-wise out there live.
All right. Good advice. So we'll get in here right now with the picks here. First up is what we like to call that's a winner. It's like the guy's best picks for this race. They're pretty confident that should come in or have a good chance of coming in and cashing. Wrcape, what do you got for this?
Yeah, so this one I went a little different than I usually do. I actually took a team of winning manufacturer, and that team is Hendrick. I'm actually wearing a hat here. Two guys I really like here are William Byron and Kyle Larson. We'll talk about William Byron first. So he has won 3 of the 8 races on the intermediate tracks and 6 overall this year. He dominated in the spring. He had led 176 of 271 laps. He obviously won the race. He also finished 7th in the playoff race in 2019. Had a bad restart in the spring of 2020. He was on the front row. He cut a tire with contact on the overtime restart, so that got him out. So obviously he was doing well in that race. He was 8th in the 2021 playoff race, placed 5th last spring. He was 3rd and 15th in the 2 Kansas races this season. On intermediate tracks this season, he finished 3rd, 1st, 2nd, 8th, 4th, 15th, and 1st. So he enters this weekend having finished in the top 2 in each of the last 3 races. He has momentum. Obviously, if you want to take him outright, that's fine too. His price isn't that great. I also like Kyle Larson, teammate of his. Larson has recorded 5 top 5 finishes and 8 starts on the intermediates this year. He was runner-up at Las Vegas in March, where he led 63 laps. He has 3 consecutive top 2 finishes in the spring. He has a 2021 win here. Kansas, a light track here. He was 2nd and 4th. And on intermediate tracks this season, he finished in the top 4 in 5 of 8 races. If he didn't crash in Texas, he had the lead there, so he could have won that one as well. He was obviously running well there. He lead nearly 100 laps, the same at Darlington. That would make him 7.48 on the intermediate track. Obviously, Chase Elliott looked good last week. We have him in there, and Bowman as well. This is a good track for him. So I'm taking Hendrick, team manufacturer, to win. Plus 140. I found that on Unibet. Obviously, all books don't carry that. So if you can find it, jump on.
All right. Good one. Good one. So, Rory, if you're going to tell the people, yeah, this is where you should, this is a good bet I'd like to put your money on, what would it be?
Well, I like that one that Rise
Okay.
on because I mean I'm on a little Larson outright plus 400. I got a little Byron too, top 5 before practice and qualifying at plus 110. I think you can still grab that. I see maybe minus 130 out there. I don't. It might be a little bit better somewhere. Just search and see, but I really don't mind the minus 130. Neither. He's qualified third, starting up front. I look for both of them to be the 2 dominant cars today. And I like a little Denny Hamlin at plus 100, top 5 as well. Denny always tends to start the weekend off a little slow, but I believe that car is better balanced than it was in qualifying. So those are my 3 favorite plays coming in. At that Hamlin and Larson have been the dominant cars until we got to the kind of gimmick racetracks during the last round. So I look for them to pick back up where they left off.
All right. There you go. A couple of the good picks there for you. So our next little category here is what we like to call the low rider. This one is like kind of a little bit bigger plus money. That's nice if they hit. Give you a little something to shoot for here. Rye, what do you like in this one?
Yeah, so for this one, I like Bubba Wallace. So he's coming off his best run on a 1.5 mile track since winning Kansas last year. He's been consistent on these intermediate tracks. He's been running real well. Las Vegas in March, he was 4th place. He was 4th at Kansas, 5th at Darlington, 5th at Charlotte. Texas, he was 3rd. He actually won the pole. He led a race high 111 laps. He looked good in practice, looked good in qualifying. He's out of the playoffs, so he has nothing to lose. I think he's going to be aggressive here. I think he's going to be at the top at the end. So I took him for top 5. I found the best price at Unibet at plus 300.
All right. Yeah, there you go. I like that. It's good money there, and doesn't have to win, just has to race well. Those are always good ones. Rory, you got a little outsider there that you like?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my low rider may not be quite as juicy as that one, but I like a little Ty Gibbs plus 140 top 10. He's really picked it up the second half of the season on speed. He's been pretty quick on the 1.5 miles. So I think he's coming off some awesome momentum from the Roval. So we'll roll with a little Tyrone Giblets this week, top 10 plus 140. Hell, if you want to sprinkle the outright too, it could be the Monster Sweep weekend.
All right. Guess people know what that means.
They're Monster's a sponsor of the car I won yesterday.
Okay.
They're also the sponsor of Ty Gibbs. So
I got that. I got it now. After you fill me in on the first part, I put the second part together. Hey, Rory, you got to remember. I just watched the race on Sunday and placed the bets that you guys tell me. That's about all I know about this. So
that's right. Plus Herps won his first race yesterday, so this would be Gibbs' first win in Cup if he happened to pull it off. So I think it's worth a little sprinkle.
Yeah, I'll mess around with it.
All right, so this I know you usually come loaded, Rory. You got anything else for the people that you like for this weekend?
I actually do. My favorite book has brought back one of my favorite matchup bets, and it's stages. Stage 1 matchup, a little Ross Chastain minus 110 over Joey Logano. I know Logano qualified pretty good, 9th. Ross is right there in 10th behind him. But if anything goes like it did earlier this year at Las Vegas, Logano and Blaney went straight backwards after qualifying well. So I think that's an awesome bet because I think Chastain's got a pretty decent car for today, at least a top 10 car. And I look for him to beat Logano pretty easily in this first stage.
Yeah, he looked good at practice yesterday, Chastain.
Yeah, I thought he was good. Last year, he probably should have won this race if it wouldn't have been for having older tires than Logano had. So he's going to get his revenge in stage 1 today.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. Congratulations to you, Wrcape, on your Phillies advancing one step closer to the World Series. Maybe they can continue the stretch of Philly making it to a finals and losing. We'll see.
Or maybe this time they'll switch their luck up a little bit and we'll have a parade down Broad Street. Let's go.
There you go. All right. Either
They're
way.
running.
Either way.
They're running hot. They got it going on right now. I think it's going to be them and the Astros.
That works.
Yeah, that's what I think also. But all right. So, Ryan, tell the people where they can find you, what they can find when they do find you, and what you got going on.
Yeah, so obviously all these plays will be up at pickadvisor.com. You can find me there. But more importantly, find me at theinsidersroom.com where I have all my premium plays. I have, one play is already off now. I took a London game. But I have 2 NFL plays going on for today. I also have, that's about it for that. But I'll plays up tomorrow, some hockey, I'll have some baseball plays. We'll see what happens. I might bet my Phillies. We'll see. Right. But yeah, you can find me on social media at Wrcape. That's about it. Come check me out.
All right, Rory. Where can the people find you? If they've gotten used to you now on these shows, they want to check you out someplace else. Where can they find you?
Everyone can follow me pretty much on anywhere. You can find me at Rory Pick. Some of them have a 69 behind them because somebody stole that name. Find me on Laying Coin every Wednesday night. Usually it's out by midnight, if not first thing in the morning. And love coming on here with y'all. Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on. I like putting out some plays after P&Q as well, not just early week. So this is a good place to do it.
Yeah, it's nice to have a NASCAR show with a nice Southern accent. Brings it more authenticity.
That's right.
So, all right. Again, thanks for coming on, Roy. Always fun having you on, and I always like hearing your insights and your picks on these races. Wrcape, I'll let you close this out for the show, and we'll see you next week. Check out theinsidersroom.com, Discord. During the week, we've got football shows Wednesday, Thursday. I think we're going to have soccer shows with AM Plus Money starting next week. Hopefully a hockey show a couple days a week. And when NBA season starts, we'll have an NBA show filling in the gaps. So, yeah, check all that out on the YouTube channel. But go ahead, Ryan, close us out and have a good day.
Next week, we have we're at Homestead. We have Brian Bain on. So that should be a good show. Yeah, and as always, happy race day. Let's cash some tickets.
All right. Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next